Hey-o! What's up, everybody? Mike G in the house. Mike Wilson, that is. This is the 1218 show. I am the host. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a while. That's okay. I'm doing them when I feel like it, and that's the world that I live in. Exciting stuff. Last podcast, I said that we were planning on moving quite soon. That is still the case. However, it is pushed back a few months, 12 to be exact. We just want to save money. There's no reason to stress about money when you move if you can help it. And we can help it by just saving money for another year. And then we can move with ease and not worry about it. So that is the plan. Initially, I was planning to get out of the city by this summer. And all the reasons that I want to get out of the city are quickly being confirmed. Our rent went through the roof because they're freezing stabilized rents, and since we don't live in a stabilized apartment, all the landlords are raising the unstabilized people to make up the difference. Thanks, Mandami. That's awesome. The state taxes, or the city taxes, I should say, have gone up. State taxes. I mean, it's insane what we pay in taxes. And I know that that's the case in 2 or 3 or maybe 6 or 7 of the cities in the country, but we're just doing. We're just out. It is just insane what we are paying to live here, and we don't need to. And there's no reason to. So, but we do need to save a little more money to move comfortably, and that. So, the whole point is that's a year from now. Now let's scrap all that. I'm not here to talk about heavy stuff. I'm here to talk about Hey Yo, which is my new single. So some of you, I've only got a few that listen to this shit, so it's not like it matters. And I think I know at least, let's say 15 of the 20 listeners, like, talk to me about it. So I don't even know why I'm trying to be like, hey, if you don't know, because you probably do. But music was kind of the first passion that I had with all the entertainment type stuff, between the writing and the comedy and the acting and all that kind of stuff. I always wanted to sing first. And over the years, I got influenced in a lot of different directions, let's say. I don't want to point fingers and say that, I shouldn't have listened to this person or I shouldn't have listened to that person. But because the truth is, what happened was there are crossroads along your thing of life where I didn't listen to my instincts. Whether or not somebody else pointed me against my instincts and I listened to them, it's not their fault, it's mine. And the whole point is, all this time has passed and I've gone through all the emotional roller coaster of, it sucks. Now I'm too old to do this. Now I'm too old to do that. Or now I don't have all my hair anymore. Blah, 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 whatever the case is. And I look back and I'm like, this person didn't like this song that I wrote, or this person thought I should, learn the standards first, or this person, and all of which is great advice and true. And depending on who you're coaching and or mentoring or being a friend to, you have to take those into consideration. The difference is that person, in this case me, needed to just trust myself, and oftentimes I didn't. And so it stalled, let's just say. I put off doing stuff that I wanted to do for the longest time because I was letting other things influence me. And I'm just at a point where, I guess, in my life where I'm just like, screw that. If I want to do something, I'm just going to do it. Why not? I always wanted to release some music. I wrote a song, I produced it, I published it. It's out there for the world to see. So that's what it is. So there's going to be more because I have a whole bunch of stuff written. Some of it is produced. The next one should be, I'm going to say, anywhere from, let's say, 6 to 10 weeks from now, she'll be out. I actually like it better. I like the song better than the Hey Yo, which just came out. It's my first release, by the way. I've gotten a lot of great feedback on it. I think it's weird. I didn't expect everyone to like it. I don't expect everyone to like it. Hell, I've listened to it so much that I barely like it now. I mean, you work on something like this for so long, and it's just like, Jesus, how many times can you hear the same thing and still think it's, it's really, you listen to something when you're producing and working on it, thousands of times to try to get it to where you want it. Now, in this particular production and the thing that I've put out there for the world, you might notice a couple of little things on the engineering side of it. I learned, so I produced the whole thing top to bottom, sung it, sang, did all the lyrics, wrote it, sang it, produced it. Every sound you hear that comes out through your speaker was mine coming out. Now a lot of it is digital. I mean, it's not like I played the bass guitar and played the drums and played a lot of this is with software that you can use nowadays. I did it digitally, but it is mine. It's all original. No AI, none of that bullshit. So every sound that comes out is great. Is mine. When it was all said and done, and I was like, all right, I'm happy with this. Then you've got to get it ready for a release, which means you got to master it so that it gets, so that all the sounds come out of the speaker in a way that is pleasing to the ear and that matches, the sounds that are also coming through radios and stereos and stuff. So if you watch or listen to that tune, and you feel like there is a sound that just, or there's a level that's off or whatever, it's probably so. Mixing and mastering a song is probably the hardest part of the whole process. I didn't go to school for it. I learned on YouTube and reading, and it's not easy. I've got there where I got to an acceptable point. Funny thing was, I have, after every time I made an change, an upgrade, whatever, during the song, I saved the file. So I can go back, there's, I couldn't even tell you, 50, 60, 70 files on this song. Every time I made a change, I would save the new version. Once I got to this point where it's released right now, I tried several times to make a couple of adjustments after, and it always made it worse. And so, I mean, there was like literally 6 or 7 files that were, let's say this was version 100, there was version 101, and then I was like, better go back to 100. Version 102, better go back to 100. Version 103, better go back to 100. There was probably 10 of those. I could not get it to that perfect sound that I wanted. It's not bad. It's close as far as the blend and the mix. Whether or not you like the song is irrelevant. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm just talking about so it's good. I mean, I'm not unhappy with it. I learned a lot doing it. I've got a little bit more to learn, and I got to figure out where and what. So the cool thing is, I didn't want to wait any longer. I've been wanting to put out a song for so long. So it's out there. If you don't know, or you haven't heard it yet, go to Uncle Mio, which is UNCLE. UNCLE M as in Michael, EO.com. UNCLEMEO.com. UncleMio.com. So that's my artist name. I toiled long and hard over what to call myself. There were a bunch of choices, narrowed it down. And the truth, and when it came down to it, Uncle Mio is kind of a family name that has been a nickname that's been given to me, I should say, by the family. It's also one that everybody in my inner circle has heard me be called at some point and knows me by. I could get the domain for it. I could register the song under it. Every version of my name, Michael Wilson, you name it, it's taken, unless I wanted to misspell it. But then if you say, hey, look up Mike Wilson, but Wilson is spelled, with whatever, it just became a nightmare. So, Uncle Mio works. I got the handle, I got for the, as a musician, under ASCAP, all the things you have to do, and I've got the, and I got the domain. So it's UncleMio.com. go there, and everything that I release will be on there, including any live performances, anything I do will be on there, and every way to stream it. So if you prefer Spotify versus you prefer Apple Tunes, iTunes, or YouTube or whatever, all the links are attached to the website. So you just go to UncleMio.com, you'll find everything you want to find there. Excuse me. So, but yeah, so that's it. So I released a song. That's exciting. I am excited about it. I am super happy about it. I've got another one coming down the pipe, and I'm close. I can't wait. I'm hoping that I've already learned some more stuff when dealing with in producing this stuff. It's getting I just love it. It's exciting. I wish that technology had been a little. I didn't even know how to go to school for this stuff when I was a kid. I didn't know you could, or I might have. But regardless, the software now is much more user-friendly than ever was up to, let's say, 10 years ago. And I've been learning it, and I love it, and it's fun. And so now I'm just putting together sounds and learning how to do this stuff. So, like I said, check it out. It's if you just want to search within the apps, like if you go to Spotify and do a search, you're more there's a lot of songs with hey oh kind of in it. I think Red Hot Chili Peppers being one of them that'll probably pop up most. Hey oh, I can't even think of them. I can't think of it right now because mine's stuck in my head. But if you search Uncle Mio, it'll pop right up, and it'll have the cover or the picture associated with the song is a pink backdrop with gray writing that says "Heyo" on it. So check it out, guys. I'll do some more podcasts soon. I don't know. I'm in a good mood, and I'm happy about where everything is going. So at least in my life. Who knows what's going on in the world? Times are crazy, but if you sit around and worry about that all the time, you'll never be happy. So put the news away and do something for yourself. Enjoy Easter. Have a great Easter. I hope you get to eat some good food, maybe go to church, spend some time with some family, do an Easter egg hunt, whatever it is that you want to do, make sure you do it. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. This is Mike Wilson. This is the 1218 Show, signing off.